Call me Vivek Ramadummy. It's time to talk about Donald Trump's sales for the week. I guess Make America Great Again actually meant Make America tied to the whims of the countries who own our giant debt. Last time we spent this much money, we were in a plague. This time, it's just you. You're the plague. You screwed over soybean farmers and gave all their money to Argentina. And now you're trying to get us to buy their beef instead of Americans. Every week it's like you do eeny, meeny, miny, mo and just pick a random new portion of your base to screw over. You lost another lawsuit against Prop 50 in California. All that time in Texas. Wasted. You sent JD Vance to Indiana twice to get them to redistrict? Maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe JD Vance is gross and nobody likes him. You pardoned George Santos to get his best friend Marjorie Taylor Greene to stop pushing you about the Epstein files, but it looks like he might be going back to jail anyway. The site your people created to dox critics of Charlie Kirk after his assassination scammed a bunch of your followers out of $30,000 worth of crypto and then disappeared. Who needs Nigerian princes when you've got Republicans, am I right? You had a protester arrested for playing the Imperial March, and now he's suing because of course he is. Turns out you're attracting a bunch of losers who can't pass physical fitness tests or basic criminal background checks. Shocking. Absolutely no one. A court ordered you to distribute FEMA grants and stop conditioning them on cooperation with ICE, and you were like, and they were like, oh, fine. And then you did it, because of course you did. Little babies. The governor of Georgia had to fly all the way to South Korea to do damage control after your Meal Team 6 people shut down a plant that was going to give Georgia 8,000 jobs. By the way, those South Koreans were here legally. You're just very dumb. You said you were going to send federal troops to San Francisco because of something someone told you 5 minutes before nappy time, and now you're not going to do that because of something somebody else told you 5 minutes before nappy time. 56% of Americans think you're a dangerous dictator who should be stopped. That margin has doubled since April. How many of us are there? Hundreds of millions, right? How many of you are there? Not as many. Going after your political enemies is not turning out well. Anyway, Adam Schiff didn't do anything, because of course he didn't. Neither did Letitia James. You know she's just going to come after everything you hold dear, right? You know that. Hegseth made up a whole bunch of new rules about how much information the Pentagon can share with the Senate, and Senate Republicans were like, nope, sorry. All that hair gel is poisoning your mind. Target, I have never forgotten about you. This is almost 10% of its corporate staff. Choke. Didn't forget about you either, Elon. That's a lot of cars. Maybe your cars wouldn't be such pieces of crap if you weren't always focused on arguing with people in the Trump administration. If only anyone had warned you that this is exactly what would happen. 2/3 of Americans think that we are headed in the wrong direction. 30% of the Republican Party thinks that you are doing the wrong things on the economy. You now have the lowest economic approval rating of any president at this point in their term ever. Ever. And over half of the country disapproves of what you're doing to the East Wing. Good thing it's your main priority right now. It's okay, babe. I'm sure if you tear down another random piece of a building, the American people will forget who they are.